Hello and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, recording this Tuesday, March 27th at 8:30 in the morning. I've got a lot to talk about over the next 7 days, as I normally do when I do these blog videos. We've got the heavy rain, thunderstorms, and then cold air. How cold? Well, that's a great question. It's going to get cold. The question is how cold. At least the first couple of days of, first few days of April. There's much to consider too, and I'm going to get to that in just a little bit, but I want to start with the HRRR. This is the High Resolution Rapid Refresh, and let me explain to you exactly what you're looking at. In these red areas here, that's showing instability, CAPE, convective available potential energy, and then simulated radar. So I think the best chance for rain today, and we're again recording this Tuesday, March 27th, is across northwest Arkansas. Late this afternoon and into tonight, look how it begins to shift towards east. Now notice the instability values build to the east of that line, along and east of it, but it's not all that great. There would be the possibility for maybe some small hail or some gusty winds along the leading edge of it, but again, the threat is very much on the low end. This is mainly heavy rainfall, 3:30 in the afternoon. It's still west of the metro, and then it starts to ease into the metro. We start to see areas of rain, and some of that could be locally heavy starting tonight and into Wednesday. We do have those flash flood watches, which are in effect. So the instability, this is at 8 o'clock. Notice how that area shrinks and gets smaller. It will go away. So by far, the main threat out of all this is going to be the heavy rainfall, and there it is. I think you're going to look at an area here. Let me pull this up here so I can point to it accurately. The bullseye here is across southern Arkansas, 3 to 4 inches, and I think there could be, the reason I put 5 is because there could be an area of 5 inches of rainfall. I wouldn't doubt if that happened whatsoever. Then further towards the north, maybe not quite as heavy, but enough that would cause some flooding. So there's definitely some flooding concerns with that. The risk for severe weather today, this is as of early this morning, as far southwest Arkansas, and again, you know my stance, I've said it over and over, marginal is just an absolutely horrible way to communicate a severe weather threat. In my opinion, it's the old C text, and it's equivalent to that, and we never use that. So anyway, there could be a stronger severe thunderstorm further towards the north. The way I look at these things, and I'm going to go off on my soapbox, you have to envision, and when I communicate the weather, and I try to do it as effectively as I possibly can, you try to picture the average family at a dinner table talking and have the youngest child say, "Are we going to have bad weather tomorrow?" And if the father or the mother answers, "Well, it's marginal," is the kid going to understand what that means? And the answer to that is no. So I try to communicate as effectively as possible. That's one of the things I always think to myself. You know, do people they just don't talk like that when they're at the dinner table. It's a low risk. I think it's low. You can't say it doesn't exist. It's March, but it is a low risk. So that's the way I look at these things. Anyway, let's get on to the cold temperatures. The GFS, Easter Sunday. Look at this temperature roller coaster. Wow. 76 degrees on Saturday to 45 on Easter Sunday. Now, there's disagreements. This is the goofus. And look at these overnight lows in the 30s and 40s. And then we go up towards 90 by next Thursday. I mean, that is one heck of a roller coaster. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Easter Sunday, 45 on the GFS to 76 on the European. But it does bring in the cold air. It's a little late with it. Look at Monday morning low, 35 degrees. Don't plant yet. That's my motto for the next few days. Don't plant yet. Don't put those maters in the ground. Highs of only around 50 degrees coming up on Monday and Tuesday. And then it doesn't take us to near 90 next Thursday. So a lot of disagreement. A lot of disagreement. It does show the cold air coming. It's the timing of that cold air. Is it Easter Sunday or the day after? I mean, it depends on which model you look at. All right, you probably have heard the rumors. I helped create them. EuroWX.com. This is Saturday. The Euro, remember, is slower in bringing the cold air, so this is Saturday. You see chance for rain. Let's go Sunday morning. So Sunday morning, chance for rain. What's this? Late Sunday. Cold air coming in. Now, I'm going to go on the record here. The cold air is coming in. The model started doing this yesterday of showing some wintry weather across the state. If there's any wintry weather, in my opinion, it would be near the Missouri border. It just, when you get into April, it's not unheard of to get it near the Missouri border, but to get it any further south. And that's what the models were doing yesterday, and I was like, nah. And of course, it backed off on it. But look at this. This is Sunday night, Easter Sunday night, and into Monday morning. There could be a changeover according to this. It's going to be cold. I mean, the cold air's coming in. This is the European. And remember, the Goofus has got it coming in a little bit faster. So I'm not going to discount this. But in my opinion, if there's going to be anything, it's going to be in this area of the state. Yesterday, it had the whole state. Here's the facts here. The last recorded snow, the latest, I shouldn't say, not the last, but the latest is, I believe, April 19th, 1983. I think that's the latest. So I wouldn't doubt it, but I'm going to say cold rain. And if there is anything northern Arkansas, it's something to watch, right? So that's why I'm saying don't plant yet. Will we get down to freezing? Well, that's completely dependent upon several factors. We know it's going to get cold, but how cold? Are we going to have wind? Are we going to have clouds? Because that will mess up any type of frost or freeze situation. We don't want that. Not this late. So there are variables that you're looking at this time of the year, and any time of the year, really, to see how cold it gets. I mean, are you 40 degrees? Of course, that's cold, but does it drop down to 32? The winds lighten up and the skies clear off. So there's always those variables that are, you don't know until you get a little bit closer to that time period. All right? Hope that made sense. Don't worry about the S word. Don't worry about that at this time. We'll keep you updated. Northern Arkansas, I'd put it at a slight chance. Thanks for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We're your ticket to big weather events.